What's going on, guys? It's Greg from East Coast Eyes, and today we have another episode of Theory Thursday. So make sure you throw this video a like if you like this topic and felt like it was informative. Make sure to leave down in the comments your ideas for more Theory Thursdays, questions you'd like answered, anything you'd like to let me know. Love to hear from you guys. So today's episode is discussing simple versus complex patterns when you're stringing your lacrosse head. So I've gotten some comments asking why, or criticizing a little bit the fact that I really only use, when I string pockets, interlocks, ones, and twos. And so the reason that I only use interlocks, ones, and twos is because I find that to be the most basic, the most simple, and therefore those patterns are most easy to teach you guys. So if I'm doing a tutorial for the STX Superpower, I'll probably only use interlocks, ones, and twos, and maybe a 3, and just adjust the spacing to make a nice pocket, because that's easiest for you guys to learn. If you're looking to string a basic pocket that's going to perform on the field, you can easily string it using interlocks, ones, and twos. And so some of us often asked why I don't use other types of knots, all kinds of tie downs, stacked SIs, triple stacked SIs. People, if you look on Instagram, on string accounts, are starting to get pretty complicated with their knots and patterns and more intricate, which I love. I love to see innovation, but people often ask why I don't use them. So that's the reason. In most of my pockets, I'm looking to keep things simple, make just a consistent pocket that's going to perform well, that anybody can pick up and use right away. Nothing too crazy, but it still is a great pocket. So today I have two Nike CEOs, both strung with our 15mm East Coast mesh. I have a black one and a white one. They are fraternal twins, and they look sick next to each other. I love the black-white ECD fade combination, but the white one I strung up with a simple pattern consisting of interlocks, ones, and twos, and the black one I strung up with a more complicated pattern consisting of SIs, a knot SI, a stacked SI, a one SI, a regular SI, and then a 1 down at the bottom. So we're going to discuss the differences and see how it turned out. So when I strung these pockets, I was aiming to string the same exact pocket in both, a mid-low with a pretty good channel, one that's not going to catch the ball too much, and just a nice performing mid-low pocket that most people to throw with. So for the white CEO, the basic one, we have our 9-diamond top string. We have a tie and interlock at the top, skipped a hole, interlock, skipped a hole, interlock, interlock, then a 1 skipping a hole, a 2, and then a 1, and a final 1 to the tie off. And that gave us a mid pocket, which is a little undefined, or a mid-low pocket right down the mid-low, with a decent channel, nothing too tight or crazy, but definitely enough to keep it consistent and give you a smooth release. So a pretty basic pocket. I think we can all agree that this is a pocket that most people would be able to pick up and play with. It's not going to whip too much, and it's going to throw pretty true. And then we have our black Nike CEO with the more complicated pocket, so more complicated pattern. We went for the mid-low again, and so the pattern here was tie and interlock, skip, SI, skip, knot SI, 2 SI, 1 SI, an SI, and then an inside 1 to end it. So you can see the changes really occurred in here. We did some different things with the knots. So on this pocket, what we were able to get is a little bit more of a defined pocket that is certainly going to shift less because the mesh is locked down here. The bunching is really locked down right in the middle via that 2 SI. And we got the main difference was in the channel. So you can see this channel is nice and tight, nice and flat, no bumps, and very well defined. So this is a perfect channel, whereas this one was a little wide, had some bumps out here due to the 1s and 2s, and you know, it is just not quite as perfect. So you can see the channel on the black one is certainly better and more nice. So I do prefer more complicated patterns. I believe they create a more specific, more specialized, higher performing pocket than the interlocks, 1s, and 2s. And here's the reason, is that by using all of these different knots, you're able to place and position the diamonds of mesh exactly where you want them. So stringing a pocket is all about positioning these diamonds of mesh. You want to space them out and pull them tight, you want to bunch them together, and then you want to space them out a little bit more. So the better that you can position these diamonds exactly where you want, the more the pocket's going to fit exactly what you're imagining in your head. So by having this knot SI, it's keeping the mesh to the outside right here, keeping it perfectly flat and keeping that channel flat so we don't have any lumps, which is a little bit different from the interlock, which creates little lumps. And then by switching the 1 and then a double for our 2 SI here, we had mesh that was bunched right on the hole, much more bunched, and is not going to be able to shift at all like a 2 and a 1 would. So it's going to keep that pocket more solid right here. It's going to have a little more definition, which is going to give you, less movement and a little bit of a harder feel on the ball, and it's going to create that deeper, more defined channel for you. So the 2 SI is definitely better than the 1 and the 2. And then a 1 SI is going to lock that mesh down at the bottom, again giving it a defined pocket so it can't sag quite as low, so the ball is going to stay in one place better. So essentially, you can use these different elements to adjust how you like it. If you happen to like, the flat channel here, but like the pocket to shift at the bottom, use the things I've used at the top to lock it down, and then do all 1s at the bottom, or 1s and a 2 at the bottom, or the stacked SI and then all 1s. So you can really adjust it, allowing the diamonds of mesh to move where you want them to and stay stationary where you want them to. So really, when you're using a more complicated pattern, it takes a higher level of skill to string and perfect, but allows you to just make slight tweaks to customize your pocket just how you like it. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you liked it if you liked it. Let me know in the comments how you felt about the video, what kind of patterns you guys use for your heads, what you stick to if you have a standard you'd like to go to. Make sure to subscribe for more string videos and tutorials, and have a great day.